Welcome back to the Dirty Pal Walsh channel with me, your host, Dirty Pal Walsh. So, I haven't, for years and years, I haven't had much pocket money, but I've been blessed this month. I've had a bit of money, to get some things that I enjoy. And I haven't bought new musical equipment for myself before this month in about 15 years. I don't think I bought a new harmonica in at least a dozen years. But earlier this month I bought a couple of these nice extended range marine bands and this cool Lee Oscar melody maker. And my little Merlin strum stick, which I just can't get enough of. It's fucking awesome. But anyhow, I wanted to get a new guitar. The guitar I have, I've written every song I've ever written on it. It's just a beater acoustic guitar. But I love it. It'll always be my main thing. But I wanted to get just a cheap electric guitar. So I went to the music store and I bought a little Epiphone $210 Les Paul thing. I've used guitars like that before. I love guitars like that. I much prefer the low end to the high end of things usually. And it worked fine in the shop. But when I got it home, the jack wouldn't, it was cut in and out, and as is common with cheaper things, right? So anyway, I took it back because it was kind of a toss-up between getting a new electric guitar and what I wanted to get was a lap steel guitar because I love playing lap style. Now I thought that was the thing I wanted to get, but they were sold out of lap steels, the ones I had my eyes on anyway. So anyway, I returned to this guitar and I bought this cool little acoustic. This is a Gretsch Jim Dandy. It's just a nice little acoustic, little parlor size instrument. And I set it up, about a nut extender, and that raises the strings so it can be an exclusively lap style. I mean, I can change it back anytime I want, but be a lap style instrument, which is great, which is awesome. I'm very happy with this. I also bought a sound hole pickup for it. I've used these Dean Markleys for years. They're quite inexpensive and they work well. And but I didn't take into consideration that the sound hole was smaller on this, so I'm going to have to maybe figure out how, and I'll put that into my other guitar or something. But yeah, pretty, yeah, I love playing lap style. I bought these metal finger picks too. I've often tried to play with finger picks, but I've just never got my fingers around it, if you will. They're so tricky. They have a cool sound. These are all metal, right? So you see, but they're hard when you're used to using your bare fingers. Kind of. I prefer my bare fingers, but I'm going to try to get a hang of those. They're good for banjo playing too. But yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to brag about that. But hold on. Let's gonna get a nice fat dip. Stoker's Wintergreen, as sent to me by the beautiful, talented, wonderful Hillary Thompson. Look at that. Fresh fucking can of Stoker's. Oh my God. So good. I had one pinch out of it earlier. But, Stoker's Wintergreen is a really fucking good wintergreen. Since we're talking about it, since I'm chewing on some, Stoker's Wintergreen, it's really good because the cut is just amazing. And the way it tastes, like Copenhagen mint is really candy-ish, you know. Whereas stuff like Skoal Fine Cut is very, it's almost bitter and a bit soapy. You know what I mean? Grizzly Wintergreen is kind of artificial. Grizzly Dark Wintergreen is really good. Kodiak Wintergreen is phenomenal. But none of them beat Stoker's to me. This is just right in the perfect, it's not too sweet, not too bitter. And it's got that Stoker's feel. It's great, man. I love Stoker's dip. For someone who primarily is more drawn to fine cuts, I just love the long cut of Stoker's, man. There's nothing like it. And the can is solid quality fucking can. This one doesn't go out of date till for half a year from now. Made by the National Tobacco Company out of Louisville, Kentucky, right next door to Lexington, Kentucky, where I did spend a good majority of my childhood summers. 100% U.S. tobacco tax class M. I've given Bobby's number before. Don't call him. I guess call the number if it's advertised on the can. 1-800-575 0975. I'm surprised I can read that. But yeah, Stoker's Wintergreen is top of the charts for me. This is one of my favorite dips for sure. Definitely my favorite wintergreen. And Bobby, look at him. He's just fucking smoking fucking style in there. Two fingers in the tub. Yeah. Anyhow, what else is there to say? Oh yeah, I got yelled at again on the street today. I was walking home. I got a little rock for my daughter's Christmas stocking in this little fancy bag here, and so I was walking home, and in my mind, I'm happy because this is the first time in years I've been able to guilt-free, or not having to push something else aside, be able to go buy my daughter a Christmas present. And as is often the case, I got harassed on the street. I got called I got referred to as a homosexual in a derogatory term. Nothing's wrong with being homosexual, but when someone's yelling at you, calling you out, and he said, "Hey, you got anything? You find me anything nice? You fucking," and it just kind of brings you down when it's the first time in years I've been able to fucking buy my daughter something, and I get called names and whatever. I don't know. It's a bummer, but life goes on. Never complaining. Always happy. I live a great life here in the meth end of town of Peterborough, Ontario. I'm very happy to share with you my new Jim Dandy Gretsch guitar. The first Gretsch I've ever owned, even though it's only fucking $200. But yeah, it's pretty styling guitar. And even if I was to take the nut off, or the nut extender off, and just play it like a normal guitar, it'd be awesome. It'd be awesome guitar. But yeah, so shout outs to Real Talk Studios, Suit and Tie Dip and Chew Guy, Winnington Outdoors, Tune to Trey, Wayside Lee 83. Thank you for whoever just subscribed to me. I just got a new subscriber right before I made this video, and thank you for that. I hope you can hang out. Like I say, if I get 150 subscribers by Christmas Eve on Christmas Day, I'm going to do a whole can of Derringer straight that I have in my freezer for such an occasion. Who else? Ben Case, shout out to you. My dear friend Hillary Thompson, always a shout out to you. And East Tennessee Dippers. Oh, and 10,000 subs with 1,000 videos or one video or something. I can't remember. You're hilarious, man. Anyway, keep on being awesome. Be well. Stay free. Be the best you can be. Always. Fly high. And I'll see you later in the meth end of town. Be well.